Okay, good night, you guys. Part two. So I chose this recipe from Robin Hood, cake and pastry flour. So we're going with the basic banana walnut bread. Usually I do the banana pineapple bread recipe. That's the one that I love. It's up to you what you want to do. Tonight I'm going to use this recipe. So we're going to use a cup of mashed banana. So we have our mashed banana here. And what I do is I use overly ripe bananas. So you can get overly ripe banana on discount from any of the food stores. You will know when they're good. When they start turning that like ugly black color, they are actually better for the best ones to choose for the banana bread. So actually we don't need this. We don't need baking powder. What we need is baking soda. And the great thing about this website is that it allows you to mark off what you've done so you don't get confused. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of baking soda. A teaspoon of baking soda, and then a half a cup of butter softened. So this is our butter, and I'm going to mix it in with a little bit of buttermilk. Okay, just mix it up like that. Let's pop that in a bowl and put this in the microwave. So it's half a cup of sugar. Now that equals a full cup of sugar. One egg. 2 eggs. And then we're going to do 1 3/4 cups of this cake and pastry flour. But first I want to mix this part just to make sure it's well blended. So we're going to mix the flour all together. So next we're going to add 1 3/4 a cup of this cake and pastry flour to the mix slowly until it blends. And then after it's all done, we are going to heat the baker. We are going to heat the baker and pour it into this pan. What we'll do is we will add a little bit of butter all around the pan, get it nice and even, and then add the parchment paper to the pan so that it sticks. And that way, when it's done baking, we can just pull out the banana bread by the sides of the parchment paper and it'll be all nice and neat. Versus using a palm spray like this won't stick on, this won't adhere to this type of pan very well. It'll typically burn a little bit. You don't want that to happen. I personally like the old school way, just using buttering the pan and then dusting it off with cake and pastry flour. But this isn't my favorite pan. I really don't like this pan. So I will have to wait until I can purchase the brand of pan that I really love. I don't like this. So let's get started. What is that? 1 3/4 of a cup. So let's wash this out. So 1 3/4, I can measure out about 3/4 by the eye. So 3/4 should come about yay high. I just know how to do it out of my head, scientist thing. And then you can add whatever extra flavor you want. If you want to pop in a little bit of vanilla, that's cool too. A little sprinkle of nutmeg, that's cool too. Whatever, it's up to you. So, the thing is going everywhere. And then you can use this for the sides, just to make sure the sides come down. The flour on the sides come down. And we don't get it going like everywhere. Real good. Tastes amazing. Tastes really good. So I'm going to continue pouring this in the pan. Let's shift it a little bit. Pour in the pan and preheat the oven. I had to figure out how to use this oven, so be back in a jiffy.